Kitty Pryde and Juggernaut tried to battle it out in X-Men: The Last Stand, but the battle was short-lived, and quite frankly, it wasn't a fair showdown. These are two characters from the X-Men series that have the potential to be way more than what they are portrayed to be in the film. But just how powerful are these two? And if they were pit together in a fair fight, who would come out on top? Let's find out. But before that, we notice a lot of you are watching our videos. We hope you enjoy them. So please subscribe to our channel so that we can bring you more content like this. At the crucial and tender age of 13, Kitty accidentally discovered she had an incredible gift, which could turn into a frightening curse at the same time. When she's in control, Kitty's mutant power allows her to pass through solid matter. Rather than use this uncanny ability to break into vaults and rob banks, Pryde decided to visit Westchester, New York, and attend Professor Charles Xavier's school for gifted youngsters. Phoenix telepathically coerced Kitty's parents into allowing her to join Xavier's school, and she became the newest and youngest member of the X-Men. Kitty originally called herself Sprite, but later adopted the codename Ariel. Xavier also arranged for Kitty to be enrolled in dance classes at the studio of instructor Stevie Hunter. Kitty quickly became a valuable member of the X-Men, proving her worth one Christmas Eve by single-handedly defeating one of her demonic Nagari. Kitty Pryde has the ability to pass through solid matter and objects by essentially passing her atoms through the spaces between the atoms of said matter. In this way, she and the object through which she was passing could temporarily merge without interacting. Each of them is left completely unaltered even after the transversal is complete. This process was called phasing. When Kitty Pryde, or as she is usually referred in the comics, Shadowcat, is phasing, she is, for all intents and purposes, intangible. Hence, when attacked, she could shift into phasing state so as to allow incoming projectiles or energy blasts to pass through her harmlessly. The ability to phase through objects is something we see pop up all the time in CW's The Flash. Barry accomplishes the same thing Kitty does by vibrating his body super fast. But Kitty has a few more aces up her sleeve than just being able to phase through matter. She has a genius-level intellect, and was even smart enough to grasp that Dr. Xavier was telepathically connecting to her and altering her memories to suit his own needs. Outsmarting Xavier is no small feat, but that is until you realize that she was completing college-level computer science courses at the age of 13. She has a good intuition for problems, and can think clearly even under dire circumstances. She proves time and time again that with her mutant powers and intellect, few can match her skill in combat. There is virtually no limit to the ways in which she can use her powers and ability to outmaneuver and engage enemies. One of the best examples of this is in the alternate reality of X-Men Forever, when Kitty accidentally phases through Wolverine. In doing so, she not only gains all of his memories, but acquires some of his regenerative powers as well. She even ended up with one of Wolverine's adamantium claws embedded in her hand. As time went on, she also began to develop his healing factor and heightened senses, transforming her into a powerful combination of the two characters. With her phasing ability and healing factor, this version of Kitty is virtually unstoppable. But this model for the character was specific to the X-Men Forever storyline, and using it probably wouldn't be a fair comparison. But it does give us insight into just how powerful she could be if she uses her powers to their greatest potential. Juggernaut, on the other hand, isn't a mutant. Cain Marko is granted all of his powers by the god demon Cyttorak. It's unclear just how powerful Cyttorak is, but it's safe to say that his power is effectively unlimited. He can grant as much as he wants to Juggernaut, and still be impossibly powerful. The primary power he grants Juggernaut is Strength, which is considered to be in class 100, meaning that there has never been any known limit to his strength. He was even able to go toe-to-toe with the Hulk. If there was any reason to doubt his being a worthy adversary, his helmet prevents telepathic influence, and his armor makes him even stronger. The only way to really stop him is to cut off connection to the Cyttorak, or to somehow get him to remove his helmet, both of which are extremely difficult to pull off. So, how would Kitty Pryde's David go up against Juggernaut's Goliath? Well, In the movie, Kitty was able to phase him through the floor and trap him in the ground. Unfortunately, that didn't work out too well as Jug chased her through the facility, with her phasing through walls being of little use against the unstoppable force. Things do take a turn when Kitty makes her way into Leech's room. However, just by being in the presence of Leech deprives her of her powers and she isn't able to phase out of his cell. And the sound of smashing stones tells them that Juggernaut is closing in. Getting an idea, Kitty waits for Juggernaut to smash into the room. Juggernaut sees the two and blindly charges, looking to smash her and Leech against the wall. Kitty uses her wit and leaps aside with Leech at the last second, and Juggernaut, his own powers fading as he gets close, crashes into the wall and knocks himself out. Not exactly a fair comparison if both of them were deprived of their powers, but I believe that the winner of this battle would be Juggernaut. Unless Kitty can somehow phase through him and knock off his helmet, she would essentially be running from him like she did in the movie. There is simply nothing that can contain Juggernaut or even Kitty's intellect. Sorry, Shadowcat, but Jugs takes this one. So, there you are, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to KRTV Marvel, and as always, thanks for watching.